Silencer, come on in. So today, we thought we'd walk you through the process of making a purchase of an NFA item through Mr. Silencer. So clearly we're in a new world with ATF 41F requiring some specific new hassle or rules to play this game. So today I want to show you how simple it can be if you'll let me help you. So everyone knows what a silencer is, what a short barrel rifle is. They're all over the walls in this room here. They're great pieces of firearm mounted hearing protection. They're great. They're not assassin's tools, although they play them on TV. But they are great for what they do. They make guns so much more fun, generally more accurate, and let's look now at how we can make this thing happen fast. So if we step outside this door just a little bit. So we have this fancy little kiosk right here to capture the fingerprints and all your vital data for you and anyone who's listed as a responsible person, also known as a trustee on your trust. You can file as an individual or use a LLC on here as well. So I've already got an account on here, but if I were to go in here, I could punch in my name, my phone number, my email, and it's going to send a little code over like this, just a QR code. I hold this up to the camera right here, and it says, hey, Mr. Silencer, you don't have any information on file. Well, I'm going to click, boom, I got to get these fingerprints done. So it's going to go through a little bit of an instruction process on how to fingerprint with the kiosk. So once this pops up, it's going to give you a way to scan it. And it's going to walk you through the process. 4 fingers of my left hand. So this says, boom, you're done. Process is complete with the fingerprints. Don't get too excited because there's about another 5 or 10 minutes left. This is going to allow you to capture your signature on the screen. Now it's going to ask me, do you want to use a trust? Do you want to do it as an individual? Do you want to do it as a corporation? Are you undecided? Or are you listed as a responsible person on someone else's trust? So you can totally click undecided and walk out of here, and you can go online and change this to individual or trust if you want to. I can't express hard enough with enough emphasis how badly you want to use a trust. Individuals are so much more liability and so much lamer way to do it. The sharing with the trust is by far, it's crazy, it's good. So anyway, trust name, you put it in here, you put in the name of your responsible people, you click add, you click add, you click add, if there's 5 of you on there. The best possible way would be to do a trust with just you and your wife, and then if you have additional people you want to add to it, come back after you order some items and add them in. The ATF 41F rule is so poorly written that it doesn't account for adding people or subtracting people from your trust to remove that data from their database or add more. And so nothing prohibits us from using our fictitious entity to add just us on day 1 and then come back down the road and add in additional trustees, because it's a state law, a state trust. The government has no control over that. They're just trying to curtail the potential, which has never happened, of felons using someone else's trust to do this. So you'll basically click in, you'll answer all the questions, you'll put in your information, your data, and then you'll walk right back in here. And I will sit down and we'll talk about which suppressor do you want. We'll look at a bunch of stuff, see the options, what's out there, and then I'll assign you a serial number. Cool thing is, your phone's going to go ding, you're going to get another message with that little kiosk code on it. At that point you know that you have been assigned a serial number, and for each additional serial number your phone's going to go ding. Now, this is where I turn the process over to you. You have to log in or register at the Silencer Shop website, and you have to select services, and you pay for the corresponding number of stamps. If you bought 3 cans, $205 3 times. 205, you say, yeah. Silencer Shop's going to take your payment and the credit card fee associated with that, and then they're going to pay the ATF on your behalf with their card or their account. So they charge $5. There is a $35 fee to use the kiosk when you purchase items from my inventory, which is probably cheaper than you're going to find if you had to get your own prints made and your own cards done and photos done at like a Walgreens or something like that. Plus, so easy. So then you download the app. They've got a Silencer Shop app. Use that same registry. Selfie yourself. If it's the only time you selfie yourself, it's good because it's for the NFA. And that's the only time you should use a selfie. Take your passport photo, throw it up on there, it uploads to the website. Your other trustees, your wife, your brother, your dad, whoever, same thing. Log in with their registry, take their picture, have a photo party, a selfie party, and then at that point, we're done. There is I say done, and the wait begins. There's usually a DocuSign that goes along with this to make the forms legal for the ATF. And then I will email them a copy of your trust. And so the fingerprints you used, the signature that you used, all the data will populate the forms and Silencer Shop will print them. 2 fingerprint forms, 2 photos, and they'll print right on the forms and make it all perfect. They'll print a copy of the trust and the responsible persons pages, and everything gets submitted in one packet, not by me, but by Silencer Shop. And then we can kind of watch it along the way and see where things are going to be. It's anticipated, probably the wait times are going to come way down for people that are buying now. Maybe even the 2, 3 month, 4 month time frame instead of the 9, 10 we're looking at right now. So, it's Bruce with Mr. Silencer. You can still do this. It's still really easy. Don't worry about it. It's super easy. And if the Hearing Protection Act passes, you get your $200 back. Not 205, but $200 back per item. Thank you very much. See you next time.